second unit director oversees a secondary crew and camera unit that shoots scenes separately from the main unit, often simultaneously with the main crew to save time. Their footage is later blended seamlessly with the main units in the final edit. In large productions, second units handle shots like establishing and aerials, action sequences, or stunts that are too dangerous, time-consuming, or less important for the main crew. However, indie films usually don't need second units. In Hollywood, action sequences are sometimes completely handed off to second unit directors. Particularly large film shoots may have as many as 3 or 4 production units, but each of these units would be referred to as an additional second unit. The term third unit or fourth unit are never used. Establishing shots, aerial photography, B-roll, inserts, pickups, and cutaways are commonly handed off to the second unit to capture outside of the main unit's production schedule. Scenes that could prove dangerous, such as stunts or pyrotechnics, are often handled by the second unit as well. Action sequences are commonly handled in part or in full by the second unit. This is the reason why the action scenes in a film sometimes feel different in style from the surrounding scenes. Second units help keep large productions on schedule and within budget, but they're often paid less than the main unit crew. Directors like Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino, and Paul Thomas Anderson prefer not to use second units. A second unit director needs strong leadership and industry knowledge, excellent time management and attention to detail, as their work often intercuts with the main crew's footage. A deep understanding of camera techniques, shot composition and editing is key. Additionally, problem-solving skills, creativity and the ability to collaborate effectively with other members of the production team are key attributes for a successful second unit director. The second unit director works under the film's main director and often has no involvement in the main crew. They may also find themselves with a great deal of creative control over the scenes shot by the second unit. Both Chad Stahelski, director of the John Wick films, and David Leitch, director of Deadpool 2 and Atomic Blonde, worked as second unit directors before stepping up to the position of director. The second unit director needs their own detailed shot lists, so not only can they stay on track but know exactly what needs filming. It is crucial for second unit directors to have a comprehensive understanding of the specific needs of each shot on the list. This involves not only the technical aspects but also the creative vision behind each sequence. They also need specialised filming tools such as crane mounts, gimbal stabilisers and high-speed cameras, as these are essential for capturing dynamic shots smoothly and often left to the second unit, as they all can take a lot of time to set up and the sequences these tools capture are often complex and take a lot of time that the primary crew often doesn't have. Collaboration gear like walkie-talkies, wireless headsets and portable monitors play a vital role in maintaining clear communication channels with the VFX team, and therefore an important bit of gear that they need to have at all times. Getting involved in a film second unit is usually easier than getting involved in the first unit, aside from low-rung positions such as a PA. Since the second unit is considered auxiliary, some of the positions on a second unit crew may be considered entry-level, whereas those same positions may not be considered entry-level on the main unit. There are many different paths to becoming a second unit director. Chad Stahelski, the director of John Wick, was initially a stuntman before accumulating the connections to become a second unit director and then later on a director. However, the most trodden path to unit director starts you as a runner before going to third assistant director, then second, then finally first assistant director before jumping over to second unit director. However, like most jobs in the industry, there are hundreds of different paths and exceptions, all of which depend on a person's connections. Serving as a second unit director can serve as a stepping stone to becoming a fully fledged film or television director. Working as a second unit director was how Chad Stahelski received the opportunity to make John Wick and then move on to other projects. Extraction was another recent film to be directed by a filmmaker who had previously only worked as a second unit director.
Back, let's